In the year 2020, you'll be 70 years old.
Oh my God.
Now, what will the world be like then?
It'll be one giant film corporation. There'll be no longer any governments. It'll be one nation, under God, indivisible. I don't know. 2020. It could be quite incredible if we can master a few problems. Like the air and the water thing might be nice. I see governments dissolving. You know, these barriers are kind of all falling down for economic reasons. You know, they're all so interbound. That's why when one market crashes, there's like almost like a world stock market crash. The premise that comedy is there to make us realize we still are part animal. As intellectual as we think we are, we still have human foibles, sexuality, all the different things to still make you aware of your humanity. And that's what we're supposed to do.
Suppose, Lord Russell, this film were to be looked at by our descendants, like a Dead Sea Scroll in 1,000 years' time. What would you think it's worth telling that generation about the life you've lived and the lessons you've learned from it?
I should say, love is wise, hatred is foolish. In this world, which is getting more and more closely interconnected, we have to learn to tolerate each other. We have to learn to put up with the fact that some people say things that we don't like. We can only live together in that way. If we are to live together and not die together, we must learn a kind of charity and a kind of tolerance, which is absolutely vital to the continuation of human life on this planet.
I would definitely say pleasure is not happiness, because I think I kill pleasure. Like I take too much of it in and therefore make it unpleasurable. Like too much coffee and you're miserable. There is no pleasure that I haven't actually made myself sick on. There's a period of time in your life where I kind of look back and I think, was I happy or was I just not aware? I really do think that you reach a time where you go, I don't know. Yeah. And it really does upend a lot of things. But there are moments when something else creeps in there and I'm not conscious of the love, I'm conscious of something else. Your shortcomings, your inadequacies, your incapabilities, your powerlessness, and on and on and on, which wakens up a whole other thing. And that's what I mean about happiness. Does that mean the end? It ended? And that gets so discouraging to me.
Melancholy is a species of sadness that arises when we're open to the fact that life is inherently difficult and that suffering and disappointment are core parts of universal experience. It means grasping without rage the fact that the world is full of folly and greed, that it is rare to find inner peace, that it is hard to live comfortably with those we love, that it's very unusual to have a career that's both financially rewarding and morally uplifting, that many decent people have a very hard time. Modern society tends to emphasize buoyancy and cheerfulness, but we have to admit that reality is for the most part about grief and loss. To take that fully to heart is to become more compassionate and less vengeful. The melancholy facts shouldn't make us desperate, rather more forgiving, kinder, and better able to focus on what really matters while there is still time.
A phobia is a type of anxiety disorder and is defined as an intense, irrational fear of a particular situation, object, animal, or activity. People who suffer from a phobia may experience extreme emotional and physical reactions when encountering their particular fear. Nearly everyone fears something.
We shall go on to the end. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender.